little bosses. It's your girl, Boss Lady Lexi, coming in on Wednesday. Let me see what the time is. The time is 10:50. Y'all, first, let me just get all of these commercials out of the way. First, thank you for coming in. Second, hey Shamita, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to be notified so that you can come on along and be on the Little Bosses squad. But y'all, this anxiety today, oh my gosh, y'all, it is. Look at my stupid, see, I'm telling y'all, I just be doing some of the craziest things. It is the worst thing ever. Good morning, Nicholas, how are you? Good morning, RD, how are you? Hey, there's going to be calling. Oh, okay. Hello, how is everyone doing today? Y'all, if I have to pull out this little emergency package, you know something is going on. And something is going on. Y'all, I slept so crazy last night. Oh, look at that. I swear it seems like, anywho. See how I can't even stay on course? Y'all, I'm about to pull out this emergency pack of pills. And this is, let me cover up. There we go. The emergency pack of pills. I've had this for so long. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I know y'all. I'm not the brightest cookie in the bunch. I've always said that. Y'all. It's right here. It says that it's 20 in here. And I can tell you 20 is probably still in here. I have not had to take this stuff. Y'all, I have just been so panicky all day. It's not the pill that makes me have the anxiety. I was just talking to my best friend, and he was saying it's probably because the anxiety is building up. Probably because, you know, I'm my only sole provider. It's just me. It's nobody else. You know, so I have to make sure I'm carrying the burden for myself and my two kids. And he was like, well, with moving, no, this isn't, what is this? It's Ativan. I have to look. And it says take 1 tablet by mouth daily for severe anxiety. Use sparingly. Well, I got this on, my daughter's birthday. June the 27th. And what's today? June, July, August, September. This is November the 1st. And I haven't had to use one of these. Whew. I was asleep, y'all. And in my sleep, I kept waking up. Y'all, I had the most craziest dream of all. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this pill. Oh, goodness, my cup is full of ice. I hope it's enough in here for me to drink. I guess it's all gone. Oh, excuse me. In my sleep, I was talking about, shoot, listen to me talking. I'm in my sleep. Let me get it together. I don't know. I haven't taken Ativan in a long time. But what I do know is it does help bring down the anxiety. I don't think it makes me go to sleep. I think I have just severe insomnia. Yeah, that's what it is. So it really doesn't make me go to sleep or anything. It just helps to calm me down because y'all, when I was in my sleep, I could feel like my heart just going boom, 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 boom. And in the dream was telling me I was having anxiety. RD, I do be breathing. And I was like, okay, before I go into, full course mode, because full course mode for me with anxiety is I hyperventilate myself. And I get so fidgety and dysfunctional because I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, then you think you're going to die. Oh my gosh. It is the absolute worst. Anxiety, what was that? Anxiety high? What's anxiety high? I don't know. But it makes me it makes me I'll start pacing the floor, or I'll just do stuff like it makes you want to scream and holler. Sometimes it makes y'all get ready to really laugh at this one. It makes me I was going to put on this to do this live, and I was talking to this person here, RD, and I was about to go live and I didn't even have on no clothes. I was like, let me put my clothes on. I was like, what in the world is wrong with you, girl? You better get it together. I'm going to have to pull up my phone and look at this because I'm just can't see. I mean, y'all have to bear with me for just one moment. Your girl is, there we go. There we go. All right, now let me turn me down. All right, and now I can read what y'all are writing. Oh, yeah, I gotta go here. Here we go. Now I can go back and see what y'all are saying. Y'all forgive me. Let me say hi to everyone. Okay, hey Shamita, hey Nicholas, hey RD, hey Sarah, hey Pink, Miss Pink. Now let me see. Hey boss, how does the anxiety pill make you work? What is Xanax? How do you make you feel? I understand you do a lot. You understand yourself. No, it doesn't make me go sleepy. Well, we're going to see how the Ativan makes me feel because we all going to see on the live. Okay, just breathe. RD, just breathe. You don't want to hear this because it makes sometimes tell you to breathe, and I'm going, yes, honey, whoo! And somebody tell you to breathe, and I'm like, in your mind it's telling you you're not breathing, but you are because you're talking. Right, Sarah. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that the pill is just going to calm me down and get me back to thinking the right way. Okay, now I'm all caught up with everybody. Okay. Y'all, it is the worst thing ever. And let me put this back. The only people who's going to understand what anxiety is a person who's been there and knows what's going on. Because it is the worst thing ever. And like I said before in a previous post, there's a difference between an anxiety attack and a panic attack. They're two totally, totally different things. And the one thing I recall doing, what was crazy, was What's the, oh, I think I told this story. It was when I was under so much stress working at my job. And, those doctors just kept calling and calling, wanting their money. And I was like, they was acting like I could just dig in my pocket and give it to them. And I just couldn't do that. And, this went on for like weeks, and it was just building up. Plus, I was in a bad relationship at that time, and one day I was talking to one of the nurses because she called every single day, and then somehow she would always come into my queue, and I would tell her, look, let me send you over to provider services because I don't know where your boss's money is. You know, da 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 da. So I said, well, let me ask you a question because you are a nurse. I said, my hands are blue in the inside. I can't, yes, Sarah, it does. Yes, it does. And this is how I'm getting into this story. And I told her what my symptoms and everything was, and she was like, well, you need to leave work right away and go to the hospital. She said she was thinking that I was having a heart attack. And I was like, at that time, I didn't know what no daggone heart attack was like that. So I just believed her, and I panicked myself up more. So I went to my boss, and I told her, I got to leave right now. I got to go to the emergency room because I'm having a heart attack. Now, this woman, you would have thought she would have said, let me call 911 and have the ambulance come. She was like, okay, go ahead on and go. And, just call me when you get there. Now that's the look that I would have given her. I gave her. And, y'all, I got in my car. And I kept pulling over till I finally was like, let me go to my parents' house. Because the only hospital that I could think of at that time was St. Agnes Hospital. Well, I never made it to St. Agnes Hospital. I did make it to the street where my parents lived at, but I was like, what was them old people going to be able to do for me? They not going to know. They might think I'm crazy or something, but it just so happened that I was like a block away, but on the same block, and this lady pulled up, and I asked her, I said, can you call 911? I said, I need an ambulance really bad. And I was shaking and, acting crazy. Not crazy like I'm going to hurt somebody or hurt myself, but, I was just all over the place. So she was like, no, you don't need no ambulance. You're not having a heart attack. It's an anxiety or a panic attack. And then my little crazy self asked the lady, can I get a glass of water so I don't be dehydrated? Where that came from, I don't know. So, lo and behold, she said, is there somebody that you call to drive you home? So, I called my boyfriend's mother. She came, and her and Miss So-and-so. And Miss So-and-so drove her car, and she drove my car, and I went home. So, I think I was talking to R&D at the time. And I told him, he was like, girl, you just need to take a bath and, calm down, do something relaxing. Y'all, I ran the bathtub full of water. And the anxiety had me feeling like it was a wave of water coming, and it was just going to swim me out. Y'all should have seen how fast my fat behind got out of that bathtub. Oh, my goodness. Water was everywhere. I said that was the worst thing that they could have ever told me, because at that time, I still didn't know what was going on. So I was like, okay, well, maybe if I go check the mail, that might, calm me down. And I forgot I had to pick my child up from daycare and everything. So I begged her father to go pick her up from daycare and let her spend the night over there, and I would come get her in the morning. Y'all, I saw my neighbor outside. And I asked him, I said, can I talk to you for a minute? And he said, yeah, come on in. I didn't know this man from Adam. I just knew he was my neighbor. Y'all, I got to screaming and hollering in that man's house. And he called the ambulance. And I was just like, the screaming was like letting out everything that I had bottled up inside of me. And he was like, I don't mind you screaming, because he said that's just getting whatever it is out. He was like, that's what happens when you carry so much on you. So the ambulance came and they took me to Northwest Hospital. And Northwest Hospital, I think I might have just dozed off on a sleep or something. Because I don't remember the ride. But I just remember them calling my name. And he was asking me, was I okay? So I must have just went on to sleep or something. Because I was so tired from all of that screaming and hollering that I had did. And when I got to the hospital, they told them that they didn't really know what was wrong with me either. So they hooked all of these machines up to me and everything came out fine. So they told me that I was having anxiety and I needed to, they gave me Xanax to calm me down and that was it. And they just sent me on about my way. So I went home and I took the anxiety medicine. And by the time I got home, my boyfriend was there. And I caught a cab home, and he was like, "Where you been at?" And I was like, "Oh, I was the hospital." And he was like, "Why?" And I told him, and not realizing at that time that he was my problem. Y'all, this went on for a while, and I remember that Saturday came, and he left again to go do whatever he was going to do, and I was at home, and Shamira was with her father, because she was just over there, because she was always over there on the weekends. And y'all, I was called. I remember this day like yesterday. I called my other best friend. She didn't answer. I called Roger. He didn't answer. I called so many people and nobody answered their phone. So, that just made me feel real lonely. And when that loneliness came and that anxiety just built up because I just really needed to talk to somebody, I was like, oh my gosh. Had to call the ambulance again. So they came and they took me right back to Northwest Hospital. Y'all, this little cycle went on for a while. So anxiety is no joke. And for me, it's like it goes away for like years. And then it decides that it wants to come back. And then when it comes back, it just be like in rare form. Right. That's what I believe that it does. It calms you down. Or if you get like higher dosages, Shamita, it will, let's say like I'm claustrophobic. And I had to go get an MRI. So the first time, I didn't know nothing about an MRI. I just knew Roger told me. And he was like, girl, you is not going to last in that tunnel. And I was like, what tunnel? So I told him that I needed an open MRI because I have anxiety. So when I went there and I was like, I thought that this open thing was just going to be like something over top of you right here. This is the something over top of you. This is you. And then something right here. Oh, girl, my anxiety makes me be crazy, honey. I be screaming and hollering and fidgety and walking back and forth. And I'll be like trying to find somebody. Like, luckily, the last time I had one, Alexis was here, but she didn't know what was going on. And I was like, come on, let me do your hair. So that I could calm myself down because my hands was going crazy and I didn't know what was going on with that. So that just built up an anxiety. And I think it was because I was asleep. And when I was asleep, gravity rises back this way. So First Nationals was smothering my airwave and I couldn't breathe or something. And that just, set me off. And y'all, anxiety is the devil. It is definitely the devil. Because God did not bring us here to fear. He has given us a love, a peace, and of a sound mind. And that's why I said anxiety is of the devil. But after so many episodes of going back and forth to the emergency room, it always made me feel like in my mind that I was having a heart attack. Even though I don't know what one is. So when I went to get the MRI done, I was in the machine and Alexis was sitting out in the waiting room. Y'all, now I could see outside of the tunnel, and my feet was hanging on the other end. So the only part of my body that was in the tunnel was just like from my chest down to my back and a little bit of my hips because I'm so short. And I could see, and I was like, this is not going to work. And I think I was in there for like 15 minutes. And I told him to play some music so that I could be in there singing. But then he was like, you can't move. I said, well, why would you play the music? I said, can I talk? So I was talking to the music. And, singing the music. Y'all, the anxiety started building up. It's this certain feeling that you get over, that comes over you. Hey, pickers. Yes, fidgety and yes, Shamita, it makes you fidgety and everything. So I started banging on the thing, and he gave me this button. I was pressing the button and pressing the button, and he came running in the room. He was like, well, what's wrong? I was like, we cannot do this. Bring me out of this machine right now. And he took me out of the tunnel. He was like, you're going to need some medication. Don't come back here until you have some medication to take this test. So I have, if you go back like about a month or so, there is a video of me taking the medication to go get this MRI. Y'all, I looked at that video. You have got to watch that video. I am telling you all, my new subscribers, you have got to go and watch it. Y'all, I was in that place dancing, and I was in my own zone, honey. I was like, I couldn't walk or anything because I don't know why I couldn't. I don't know. I just know I couldn't walk. Yo, that medication had me so tore up. You have got to go and see it. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Yo, I'm telling you, you have got to go back and watch it. Y'all are going to come back. Y'all are going to post in them comments. It's really, really funny. So, and my daughters they was videoing this, and they was like, what is she doing? I was in there dancing, and I was just acting all crazy, and somebody came in, and my daughters was like, pay her no mind. She's on medication. And I think the medication, I know, it was still this Ativan, but it wasn't this dosage. Let me see. This is 1 milligram. Y'all, the other one was 2 milligrams. But she told me if the first pill of the 2 milligrams don't calm you down, take the second pill. So I had 4 milligrams up in me. Ooh, y'all. When we finally left there, my kids they could not stop laughing. So it does, I think because my dosage is so small, it's not going to really, do anything. But that other one, whoo, wait, y'all, that is the truth. That one right there is definitely the truth. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I was talking to RD about it. And I was like, well, my doctor, when I finally did go to see somebody, because I just knew I couldn't keep living like that. She put me on this medication called Effexa. And that's why I said when I turned 51, oh, hell broke loose with my body. And I was like, Temple, come on, you got to get it together because you never took medication. Other than vitamins. That's all I was taking. So how now all of a sudden I'm taking Effexa, I'm taking,
You coming?
Where am I coming to?
Let's go so I can give you this outfit.
You better put it in the office. I'm not coming there twice today. You've lost it. Alexis.
I can't put it in the office. They're going to tell me no.
Well, you better tell them, look, I can't carry this around with me all day, so I need to know if I can put this in the office until after school. Because my mom can't make it.
I need you to pick pick it up after school? I don't have nowhere to put this for after school.
Well, I guess you'll be carrying it with you. I'm not coming there twice.
Why?
Because it's my car and it's my gas. You'll be fine.
No, I'm not.
Goodbye, little girl. She's lost it. She talking about that's not nice. Say hi to,
No, I'm not saying hi to no people.
Say hi. They can see you.
I need my shoes.
Oh, you're just a little SOL. And you left your keys.
Yeah, I know. I don't have shoes for practice.
You better use your socks.
I can't. I have to start today. I can't use no socks.
Alexis, that's your problem.
No,
It's called being responsible.
It is. It's called nothing can fit in my backpack.
Girl, and you should have carried the... Then maybe you should come home.
Huh?
Then come home after school.
It's like the last practice. I'm telling Shamira.
Okay, goodbye. Y'all, she has lost it. She is 15. And that's how she talks. And my voice is like that too sometimes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, sometimes I have to just tell myself to shut up because I get tired of hearing it. It just, it irks me. But, anywho, back to what we were talking about. Y'all, when I went and got that MRI, I was able to get the MRI done the second time we went. Y'all, but let me tell y'all, I came home and me and my daughters were, you know, doing the normal functional things and everything. And my oldest daughter, we cooked. And she went home and I came on upstairs. Y'all, in the middle of the night, I got frustrated. I had to go to the bathroom. And I got frustrated. So I still was on this high from the pills. Y'all, I got so frustrated that I couldn't get out the bed. And I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Y'all, this is the most craziest thing that happened. My foot got caught in the sheet and it wouldn't come loose. It was like the sheet was attacking me or something. So I fell on the floor. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go to the bathroom. But at that point in time, that's when the spinal stenosis really had kicked in. And I still didn't know what was going on because that's why I went to get the MRI so they could find out exactly what was going on with me. Y'all, my arms were so weak. They had no strength at all. They were burning, stinging. And I was calling Alexis because her room is right there. And I'm like, Alexis! She didn't answer. I'm like, of all days, why does little girl not hear me? I was like, Alexis, I've fallen. Help! Alexis, help! Help! Well, of course, she did not respond. So I called Shamira. And I said, Shamira, keep calling Alexis's phone. I said, we got to blow it up. And she was like, why? I said, girl, I done fell out the damn bed, slipped out the bed, off the sheet. It wouldn't get off my foot and I fell. And she was like, well, what do you need me to do? Call Alexis so she can help get my fat behind up off the floor. Y'all, she finally got through to Alexis. And I was trying my best to get up off the floor, y'all. I could not get up off that floor. And I still had to go to the bathroom. Y'all, Alexis, I was like, well, bring the chairs over and I'll use the chairs and put all of my weight on the chairs to get up. Y'all, that was not helping because I was probably still under that medication. Y'all, I had to crawl out my bedroom and down the hall, down the steps, backwards in order to stand up. This took about an hour. By that time, I was exhausted and forgot that I even had to go to the bathroom. I was like, God darn, man. I was like, phew. So I just went on back and went to the bed. And then when I got back in the bed, that's when I realized I had to go to the bathroom. I said, oh, this is not about to be a repeat. I threw them daggone sheets and covers everywhere. Yes, Jessica, y'all, I'm telling you, I am a comical person. And that's how I try to take my anxiety when it does flare up, like it is now. And it's probably because I'm moving, I'm packing. I'm doing everything myself. I've always been a self-made person. And I can't depend on other people to do things for me. I have to do them myself. Be quiet, RD. You make me sick. Get on my nerves. So I was like, oh, no. So, and I'm still packing. Slowly, but let me see if my closet is clean enough for me to show y'all. Let me go this way. Oh, RD. It's not that clean. Well, yes, it is. Oh, I need to go this way. Only thing that's left in here is t-shirts and leggings and a winter jacket and a sweater. These are all my winter clothes on this side that that I have over here. I took all of the other stuff that was in there and packed it up in a box. And I still need to go find a bigger box because that box is flowing. So I told my daughter that she needs to come out here because she has a truck. What you saying nope to, Roger? She has a truck and she can take the stuff to the people. Yes, Alexis will be 16 in February. And I have to also try to do a 16th birthday party. And my oldest daughter, she asked me yesterday, she was like, Ma, do you think we can extend 1 month? Instead of leaving in January, we leave in February. It's leave the end of February. And I was like, okay, let me check with the landlord to see if it's okay. I'm quite sure he's going to say it's okay. I don't think, it doesn't make me sleepy at all. Not a bit. Now, maybe after a certain amount of me doing something around the house, Shamita, it might make me sick. I think so. RD, do they administer Ativan at the emergency room? Yeah, they do. They have it in liquid form and that you can put in the IV if you are really, really to that point, and it will. Now, I think that's the stronger stuff that will knock you out. That's the strong stuff because I think the medicine in the hospitals, to be honest, I think those are the brands that they're giving you because they can give me 2 Percocets in the hospital and send me home with a prescription for the Percocets, and I don't feel the same with the ones from home that I did when I was in the hospital. Yeah, Shamita, they will give it to you in your IV. But I will tell them to administer it slowly. You know, real slowly, and make sure you have some food on your stomach. Because when they be administering that stuff through the IV and you don't have food in your stomach is going to be very, very nauseated. Like I just took that pill and it's 11:30 or whatever the time is, and I haven't even eaten yet. They got to give you something to calm you down. Yeah, they will. If you go in there, like, the last time I went, y'all, my stories are so funny. The last time I went to the ER, I was talking to Shamira on the phone, and me and Alexis was going to Walmart. And I can feel when one of those attacks are coming. And I was like, Shamira, I'm going straight to the emergency room. I said, because something is wrong with me. No, honey, you have to tell them that Tylenol is not going. I'm thinking, you know, when we were growing up back in the day, you know, everybody was like, oh, I can't wait to go to the doctors because I'm in so much pain and they're going to give me some Tylenol #3s. And that's what was back then. This stuff has done escalated. I don't even know what no opiate is. I'm like, it was on the news. The doctor was talking about that car accidents isn't the main reason why a lot of people are dying now. It's not heart attacks. It's not being in airplanes or train accidents. It's the opiate epidemic that's going on now. Shamita, what is triple lattes? So, you know, they're being real cautious. And like with my Percocets number 10s, I have to get that I have to ask for that every other month. Because if I ask for it every month, she's going to think I'm a junkie. So I have to ask for that every 2 to 3 months. And the last time I got one filled, I've had it for a long time. Oh, I had morphine with gastric bypass surgery. And they kept saying, Miss Palmer, we noticed you haven't been pressing your button. And I'm like, what? I didn't even know what they were talking about. I'm like, you got this tube down my throat. I can't drink nothing. I can't move. What button are you talking about? And they was like, the button for pain. We put it in your hand. And I was like, well, I'm not in any pain. They was like, ma'am, you've got to be in pain because you just had major surgery. I said, lady, if I'm laying here with a tube down my throat and I can't go nowhere, what kind of pain am I going to have? I'm not moving my body. So she was like, well, can you please press the button? I was like, okay, I'll press it. And I pressed the button because she said I had to press the button. But I was not in any pain. And then the next day, I had to go take this test. I'm thinking, did I still have the tube? I think no, the tube was still there. But what they did was I had to swallow a little bit while I still had that tube in there. Because they was like, if something was wrong, then at least they didn't have to incubate me again, if that's the right word. And, hey, Lynn, how are you? Yes. Don't forget, my little bosses, to thumbs up this video. So, after I went and got the test done, they finally took that thing out my mouth. And I still really wasn't in any pain. So, then they make you walk around the floor. Still wasn't in any pain. So after I walked around the floor, I was ready to get back in the bed. They was like, oh, no, you can't get back in the bed. What you mean? Why? And they was like, because you got to sit in the chair. So, y'all, I said, well, if y'all going to make me sit in this chair, where's that button? I said, where's the button? Girl, I pressed that button twice. I was like, oh, y'all can. I sat right in that chair like this, like a kid. And I went to sleep. And when I woke up again, it was like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. And I asked the lady, can I get in the bed now? I said, I done sat in this chair all day. And she was like, yep. And as soon as I got in the bed, I was like, well, they're not going to bring me no food or anything. So I might as well press the button. Girl, yes. And now, see, y'all can see how I have calmed down. This is how it is. This is how it is. And that little girl think I'm going outside. She's lost it. She has lost it. She better catch that school bus home. And I'll take her back to practice. And I'll just sit there for the 2 hours. Because I don't believe in that back and forth stuff. But I want to ask y'all, how does the filming look? Because I'm using my iPad now. I got this new little iPad holder thing. And I'm going to do a review on it in a couple of days. And for the one on my phone, I just want to really, really see how they work. And is it worth the money that I spent on them? And so far... Thank you, pickers. Thank you. I just wish the sun was shining today. But I'm going to go, you know what I'm going to do while she's at practice? And since this is the Christmas season, I'm going to go and I think I'm going to continue to use either this wall here where I'm sitting at, or I'm going to go back to my other little spot where I'm always at. And I'm going to just throw something up there to cover up the door. And I'm going to plug some lights on that. Ooh. So I can make it a little bit more... Dang, that word just came to me. So I can make our conversations more intimate. Not in the nasty way intimate, but in the professional way or the conversational way intimate. Just something so you won't see that white door that's right there. So what does my little boss say? Should I stay here and just turn around and be on this wall, or should I go back to my old place? Yeah, it's really rough, y'all. It's rough when you have to deal with anxiety. Oh, and it's even more worse when you have to do everything yourself. Man, I wish I had a sister. I do. I wish I had a sister where we were tight bonded, that could come and help me do things, and I can go and help her do things. I can pick my nephews and nieces up. I don't have that, y'all. It's just me. It is just me. And it's not... It bothers me at times because I feel like when it comes down to family, I've always... And RD can tell you from back in the day, he can tell you that I always talked about having a family and not being accepted into a family and wanting to have that family bond. And, you know, you go over your aunt's house or your cousin's house or your niece's house. That kind of stuff don't go on in my family. If you go, you better call first before you come. So now, like, if I'm not even get into that because that's going to really just get me into a whole lot of... That's what I mean. When you don't have outlets, what do you do? And it's like you fighting yourself because you are your only outlet. It's only you. I'm like... And these people don't understand. They don't understand. I get... RD, if you're still here, you can tell them. I used to be an outgoing person on the weekends. I was going to the club, partying, hooking up with RD after we got off work, going to wash our cars, filling our cars up with some gas, going down to the inner hub. We was doing everything. Oh, wait a minute. I got to read that one. I went to see a surgeon yesterday about back surgery. I'm asking you to help me pray about it. I'm really confused. Oh, Lynn, most definitely. That's one thing I don't have a problem with. We're going to pray right now, Lynn. Let's just put it out there in the atmosphere. Lord, I am praying right now for Lynn. Lord, but first I'm going to pray for that surgeon. Lord God, if this is the surgeon for her, Lord, I pray that you guide his hands, Lord. Lord, that he be with her during this surgery, Lord. Lord, that she will come out with whatever it is that was bothering her in this surgery. Lord, that he will be able to find it, take it out, fix it, and so she won't be in as much pain, but she will be in no pain. That she will be healed in the name of Jesus. Amen. Lynn, you got to investigate your doctors. Ask questions, because when I had my gastric bypass surgery, I asked 17,000 million questions. How many people died on the table? How many people didn't to have success stories? How many people changed their minds? I asked so many questions. Amen, amen. Yes, you have to ask. I wanted to know the good, the bad, the ugly. I wanted to know everything. Every single thing I wanted to know. But I will tell you, take them vitamins. You got to take your vitamins. Yup. You just got to take them. Whew. See how I get? This is what that medicine does. You are more than Lynn, you are more than welcome. More than welcome. And please let us know. Let your little bosses know that when your surgery is going to be, so we can all pray, because the Bible says one could put 1,000 and two can put 10,000. So just imagine how many 10,000s and thousands and billions and trillions of prayers is going in on your behalf. So remember that. Let us know so that we can pray, honey. Pray, pray, pray. Pray, yes. And I'm going for a procedure, you all. I haven't scheduled the date yet, but I will let y'all know. I'm going to take y'all along with me on this journey too. I am going to get a procedure in the back of my neck that can try to block that nerve that is causing my hands to burn, and give me back my strength and everything. So I will let you all know when that's going to happen, because apparently they saying the gabapentin is not working, but they also not realizing that I'm getting physical therapy, and I was in a daggone car accident. So, but it has calmed down a lot. Like right now, it's just burning. Right in here, it's usual. But in here is doing pretty good today. So, it's just a day-by-day case. Yes, I will. Girl, I'll be calling out your name all day. So, if something goes, when that something happens, and if you go, ooh, Lexi must be praying. Yup, I'm going to call out your name. Yes, so that's going to definitely help me with that. I already got the shots in my knees, so I'm able to be a little bit more mobile. I am so excited about that. I have not been taking my cane out, which is a blessing. Now, I should leave it in the car, and I think that's what I'm going to do, leave it in the car, just in case of an emergency, if I should have to need it, because some days I'll be looking like, am I going to make it? But I make it. I just walk close to the wall, and I hold on to the wall, and I walk. And when I went yesterday to therapy, they was like, where's your blinged out cane? And I was like, I don't need it anymore. Well, I still need it, but I don't want to become dependent on it. I've always been that type of person. I don't want to depend on anything. I feel like life is supposed to be free. And you're supposed to do whatever it is that you want to do, as long as it's not hurting anybody. And I never wanted to be having to walk with a walker. I took that thing out one time and I was like, because my self-conscious part is saying that people are looking at me. And those people are looking at me saying that her fat ass wouldn't be in that predicament if she needed that walker. Yeah, well, this is my first one. And then my next thing is getting these bottom row gone and getting it fixed. Oh, I can't stand going to the dentist. I never liked the dentist since I was a kid, because they should have fixed this problem when I was a kid. But see, this is the thing. This is why I have so much animosity. When you are a foster child, this is just my opinion, and my opinion only. I don't feel as though we get treated like natural blood children. Because if your natural blood children went to the dentist as a child and they told you that you had severe gum disease that you inherited from your parents, oh, honey, I know I have anxiety, panic attack, or I used to be out and going and loving. And yeah, I'm sheltered. I stay in the house. That's why I said California, it has to be the place for me to just let it out and become free. I want to be free. Right. Exactly. So, the doctors, I remember them telling my parents that she needs to get braces. We're going to fix this gum disease, because it's like my gums were attacking themselves. And the black stuff that you see is where my gums is supposed to be, but the gums is gone because it's been eating itself. So that's what you see. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then the back teeth, I ate so much ice, I just crushed them right on down. Yes, Shamita, I am. I am. It's a long way. I just got the top ones done. Maybe like 5 years, and that was a lot of money I had to pay. But I didn't have the money to get the bottom ones done. So the bottom ones are going to be out for a minute because they have to let the gum heal and figure out how they're going to be able to place the permanent teeth down there. They're going to have to like build gums up for you to see, and it's really bothers me, but I've gotten comfortable with talking with it. But sometimes I do videos and I just delete it because I'm like, no, they're going to be like, this girl teeth is a mess. And they are a mess, this bottom row. So, they just have to fix it. And like, I know my kids are probably like, what is going on? So I'm like, it just got to go. And I'm just so nervous that, you know, people are so evil and so critical to judge you. Yes, Len, because I know this is probably going to be painful. Ooh. And I don't want to be I don't believe in being put to sleep, y'all. I'll tell them, you can gas me up. You can give me all kinds of stuff. Hey, Jessica, welcome to the Little Bosses Squad. The Little Bosses Gang, yes. Yes, Jessica, I have been through a lot. RD can tell you too. I've been through, y'all, I done been through hell, high water, low water, middle water, no water. I have been through it all. I've been homeless. I was living in my car. Shamira was a baby. And we didn't have anywhere to go. And at night, I would go to the parking lots of a hotel. And we would sleep there. And if she got hungry for something to eat or drink, we would stay close to like a McDonald's or a 7-Eleven. And I would go in there and get her what she needed. And while I was in there, I would go in the bathroom and change her pamper. But I could have did that in the car. I had blankets. We was fine. We did this for a while. And then when one of my brothers found that out, he was mad. He was like, well, why didn't you tell somebody? Why didn't you tell me? And I was like, cause this is my family. This is me. So I stayed at my brother's house for a month. Thank you, y'all. I try to be genuine, consistent. I try to do in everything, because I'm like, it can help somebody, because people just don't know how many people have been through certain journeys in life, and I know for me, I done been through, whoo. I still see those memories as today. I see them all the time. And, you know, I don't try to let them burden me down. I'll like try to rethink something or think of something else, because it's just really sad that anybody, when I tell you anybody, I'm telling you, when God made me, God made a mold, honey, a very strong mold over me, because I'm telling y'all, a lot of people would not be able to do this. They would not be able to live this life. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I try to live the godly life every day, because that's my only source. That's the only person I can go to 24 hours in the day, with 7 days, 365 days. I can just say, Lord, I need help. I need your powers, Lord. I need you to send the right people to me, because some things I don't know, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not the brightest cookie in the bunch, but I'm not the spoiled and broken ones either. I just have to, if you just tell me, if you show me. Just like I really, really want to learn how to be creative with my channel. I want to do those effects and stuff like that, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm just praying that God will send that person to me that can show me, because this is from God to do this, because I didn't want to do this, because I was like, people are going to talk about you. They're going to judge you. They're going to do this. People are evil. They hide behind the screen and they write nasty things about people. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is my skin that thick? Yes, Lynn. Yes. Yes, it does. And I thank God for that. I thank God for that. And I like to stay consistent. Looks like something's dripping out my nose. I like to stay consistent because you can't keep going all over the place and you're telling people, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do this no more. But then you go right back and do what you say you're not going to do. That's not being consistent. That's being all over the place. And I can't get with stuff like that. Oh, I did find one thing. I was saying if I had a tissue in here. Every woman should have a tissue or a napkin or something in their pocketbook. No tissues. I took them out. And ladies, don't ever sit your purses on the floor. Find something to sit. If something's on the floor, you sit it on that. But never sit your purses on the floor. Because if you sit your purses on the floor, you're going to always be broke. Or find somewhere to sit it. I normally have my pocketbook sleeps with me. You know what? Yeah, Lynn, yes. Let me tell y'all. I be watching people videos, and because I have sleepy problems, insomnia. So I can go to sleep, and then I'll wake up like 2 hours later, and then I'm up for the rest of the night. So, y'all, I'm just so busy looking at me and seeing how fascinating this is, because if y'all go back to my originals, y'all are going to see how big I was. I'm still big, but I see progress. I really see progress up in here. But I be watching and reading the comments that people leave. Like, I'll say, I'm just here for the comments. I don't even post any comments. I just have to read them. And I'm like, these people are cruel. They are absolutely cruel. And I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all want to go and follow this person, I think she's a really, really nice girl. But she has a lot on her plate. She has a lot. And she doesn't have the right support around her to try to mold her to what she should be. Jessica, yes, they are. Some people are very cruel and evil and nasty. Cruel, evil, and nasty. I'm going to say it again. Cruel, evil, and nasty. Yes. And stop hiding behind the screen. You're a person that has issues. Bring your issues to the forefront, and then you won't be an evil, cruel, and vicious person anymore. We can help you. So don't be a troll and come out and start bashing people because that's what you want to do. No, you don't want to do that. I was hurt too growing up as a child. And as a teenager, I was bullied. I'm 51 years old, and I'm still bullied. Do y'all know children still laugh at me when I go out? And y'all see how I put on my outfits of the day. I look nice in what I go out in. And I do whatever it is I have to do. But I can still hear them snickering and laughing. Look at her butt. Ew. She got one of them butts that she went and got injections in. And you know, when I turn around and look at them, I say something to them because I'm like, you little child, you are a child. You are not going to talk to me that way. And I tell them, stop being disrespectful because you don't know a person's story. I said, these hips got history. These hips got beatings. That's what yours need, what you don't get. Oh, honey, I go on. I don't care about people's parents. Go tell your parents that I said you need to go home and get a beating. Then you'll come out and you'll be more respectful to other people. That burns me up. to the utmost. I hate when people talk about me. I've been talked about my entire life. Entire life. And it's so sad. Thank you, Jessica. Yes, and when my hair is down, y'all, I just come as I am. If I feel like taking this hair down, I take my hair down. But if I don't, I don't, because I like to be genuine and honest with you. I ain't got time to be putting no makeup on, but I am. I forgot to go to the dollar store yesterday, so now that I have the what's this thing called? Now that I have the stand for my iPad, I can do a makeup. Try to. Right, and I be wanting to get on the bus, even though I have a car. I just think I like getting on the train. I don't know why. I just love trains. But when it's time for them kids to get out of school and the rush hour and the people, that's too much for me and Alexis. Because Alexis be like, I'm like having to hold her. I'm like, come on, because you know Alexis is so short. Alexis is only like 4'10", 4'11". So I'm like, come on, girl. I'm like, and I always told her, if we ever get disconnected on the train, if you get on before me, get off at the next station. And the same came for me. If I was to get on the train first and she didn't make it. But see, I'm the parent that I believe you push the child on the train, you get on the train too. But if it just so ever happens that way, she already knew. You get off at that next station and you sit there. And you wait until I get on the next train to get off. So, or if I, can tell you to come and get on the train. Because, see, I don't play that. It's too much, it's too many kids getting kidnapped and stuff. And that's why I'm very cautious of where she go. Is the parent picking you up? Or, we'll do the switch off. I'll do the drop off and the parent do the pickup because I ain't coming back outside. They already know I'm always the drop off. And y'all do the pickup. I said because we have to watch out for our children. Because the world is not watching out for them. That little girl, Latisha Rudd, she's still missing. Where's that little girl? Like, you don't even really hear them talking about her on the TV anymore. But I really believe that man killed that little girl and buried her in the ground somewhere. And that's really sad. That's why, and I don't bring men around my children. Now that I know better, Right, and I buy age-appropriate clothes for her. I'll buy her the little jeggings, and I make sure she has, a nice shirt on that's not going to show too much cleavage or anything, because you're still a child to me. You're still my child, and I'm buying your clothes, so you're going to wear what I buy. So I dress her accordingly, and it's just like when we go to church. When I grew up, y'all, this is to tell you the times that we are living in. When I grew up in church, we had to wear pantyhose, slips. If you was hippie or whatever, you had to put on a girdle, long line bras to cover up the front fat, the back fat, everything. Child, I go to church now in some leggings and a shirt and call it a day. But it's not just any old kind of shirt. It's like a little dressy shirt and some dressy leggings and whatever shoes. In the summer, it was flip-flops. And Alexis and Shamira is the same way. If we feel like putting on dresses now, I will put on a dress. But nobody better not ever come to me in a church and tell me I can't wear what I want to wear to church. Because, see, the first thing I'm going to throw at them, the Bible says, come as you are. And when you come as you are, you'll learn how to dress for church. Right. And some churches, like at my church, those older ladies, they still wear their long dresses. If you sitting on the front row and you got on a little short dress, they're going to bring you one of them little things to put over your dress. Yeah, they will. Honey, these little hookers came to church one Sunday and sat on this back row of... them ushers couldn't wait to go and get them little things. The lady ushers. It's certain things that you come in decency and in order. Now, if that's all you had, then that's all you had. But I don't believe, when I buy clothes for myself, if I have to keep pulling it down, then I shouldn't have bought it. That's my motto. I should not have bought it. or I should not wear that. And I will bless it to somebody else. That's why I was amazed when I offered to give these clothes away here on what is this called? Facebook? No. YouTube. Yeah, I said I have a box of clothes, tons of clothes. Some stuff still have tags on them. And I said leave a message in my send me an email. No one ever did. I packed that stuff up. It's getting ready to go to a shelter. It is getting ready to go to a shelter because I know I am not going to wear it anymore because of me. I know what I am comfortable in. I am comfortable in some leggings and a nice shirt. And my shirt has to fit like a certain way because if I feel like the shirt is too big, make me look big, then no, I can't wear that. But you know what? I don't own a slip. I can't tell y'all when the last time I've had one. I don't even think my daughter knows what a slip is. Now she might know what pantyhose is. I'm not even sure. No, she might know what pantyhose is, but she's not going to know what stockings is. That's it. She just recently learned what a payphone was. She didn't know anything about that. She didn't know about a cordless phone. She was like, oh, so I can take this phone and go to McDonald's or take it to Lauren's house and talk? No, honey. It don't work that way. This generation, all they know is this. And all they know is this iPad. All they know is an iMac or a this or that and a Wii 2, Nintendo stuff. We had a black and white television. You wanted to change the channel, you had to get up and change it yourself. And don't let the antennas get messed up because then you got to sit there and fight with those and go get some aluminum foil so that the channel can come in real clear. These kids don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about you be outside on the front before the light come on. For those that got to go outside. Because there is so many answers I need questions to. It is so many. I'm telling y'all, it is so many. Yeah. Like, I don't know why I could never go outside. Never. I had to sit on the steps in the house by the door and watch the children play. Y'all, it's just like answers. Why did this stuff happen to me as a child? Why? Give me answers because maybe some things is just left not known. That's another thing too. Then I remember I wanted to meet my mother when I grew up. Well, even as a child when I found out, because I knew I was different from everybody else. I knew I didn't look like them. I knew I was different. And they told me that I was not adopted. I was never adopted. And I was always a foster child. And that's how I was addressed. Oh, this is my foster sister. Oh, this is my foster sister. Oh, this is my foster sister. No, just say I'm your sister. Like, I don't call my foster brothers my brothers. They are my brothers. We grew up together. They are my brothers. I can't stand that. That makes me mad. And every time I go over there, if someone here, this is my foster sister. Really, Craig? I'm like, I gotta go. Because, see, I don't live that. My life is not like that. My life is not old school. My life, I built how I wanted to raise my girls. And I think I'm doing a daggone good job. I did it all myself. And I did the best that I could. It's no book to tell you how to raise a child. Well, let me take that back. Somebody might have written a book to raise a child, but it's not for our generation. I'm going to put it that way. So, I just still want answers. Why was I the child who gained 100 pounds in 1 year? As a child, I remember that doctor. I think I'm never ever going to forget that. And I had these, when you are a foster child, you would get free medical help for your bills and stuff. And when it was time to get glasses, Yup, and that's what I do. Y'all should have seen these glasses that they picked out for me. Y'all, it was these blue glass, clear through glass glasses like this. And I had to wear those things. I was like, another thing to be bullied over. I said, well, the glass is probably not going to last because they're probably going to just take them off my face and break them. Y'all, I had it rough. I had it rough in school. And this is elementary school. So that's why I say the bullying is taught by the parent. Because when the children see what the parents do, that the children is going to go right behind and do what the parents do. And that's why I had to be a good parent for my two girls. My two girls are doing pretty good. Alexis, she'll go to a party like she went to a party. I knew she was going to a party. And she said, I'm never ever going to that person's house again. They was disrespectful. The mother cussed us all out. And I was see there, I have a problem. She was like, the mother called the police on them. I was like, see, that's why you don't go to everybody's parties. Not everybody's is good people. They sit there and play like they good people. And I'm like, you don't go to parties where the mother is already high and drunk and up. No. I said, y'all should have left and went somewhere else. I said, you have money on your American Express card. Y'all could have left and went out to dinner or something and got some treats or something. I was like, no, don't you ever sit in a situation like that again. You call me, I will send an Uber to pick you up. No parent should be cussing at somebody else's child. No. That's why I said it starts somewhere. That's why with me, it starts at home. And my kids tell me everything. And I may not agree with everything that my children do. I'm probably never ever going to agree with them having a boyfriend. Because I feel like the boyfriends that I wanted in my life that I didn't get, I feel that's what they should get. And the boyfriends that I wanted for me is the ones that open doors, the ones that have a job, the one that knows where they're going in the next 5 years. They're already planning what they're going to do in their next 10-year life. They're very professional. They're very illiterate, articulate. You know, those are the type of people that I want for my girls. I want them to have a nice build. I want them to already be established. Sometimes you don't get that. So if that ever happens, you know, I'm still there for my daughter, but I will not be there for a bum. Absolutely not. If you choose the bum, hey, that's on you. Go ahead. But for me, no. I need somebody. That's why I am single. Because what I'm looking for, I don't think is out there anymore, to be honest. I really don't. Because I'm 5'4", and I want someone who's like 6'2", 6'4". I want someone who's like 250 pounds. Yes, absolutely. I want someone who's well established, and if he has kids, let them kids be older, because I don't have time to be changing no more Pampers if I'm not getting paid. That's just what I want. He has to have a job, a good job. He has to have a 401k, and if he decides that, hey, me and you are going to get married, we got to be on that same page. We got to be like this. Because I don't want to be in no marriage or no relationship where one is here and one is here. You know, we got to be like this. I believe that when you're walking on the sidewalk, the man is supposed to be on the curb and you're supposed to be in the inside. I believe that man is supposed to open every single door for you. Even your car door. Even if you're driving, he's supposed to walk around that car and let you out that car. And you know what you do? When it's time for him to get in the car, you reach over and you unlock the door. Well, see, I ain't even got to do that because my car is automatic now. So, you know, those are the things that I look for in a man. I look for character. I look for stability. I look for, have you had a criminal record? Are you on any drugs? You know, I need to know these things because I got to make sure their head is okay. Because I always believe God is going to always place a strong person with a weak person. And that strong person is going to be there to help that weak person. And when that strong needs help, the weak is there to help them. Yes, that's old school raising. Yup. And like I told y'all, I have a friend, he swears he's an old school man. You might be old school in some things, but you're not old school in everything. Because I feel like if you know that somebody is attracted to you and you don't have that same attraction for them, it might hurt their feelings, but guess what? The best thing you could do for that person is tell them, hey, baby, I'm sorry. I do apologize. I like you as a person. You are really cool. I like when we go out, da-da-da-da-da, but I don't see us as a couple. I can accept that, but to just not say it at all, no. Just weak. I can't stand a weak man. Oh, and I can't stand a henpecked man either. Woo! That's the worst. That's got to go. Do y'all know what a henpecked man is? Raise your hand if you know what a henpecked man is. I'm going to tell y'all what a henpecked man is. Right. Lynn, we are here. You don't know, Pickers? Okay, a henpecked man is a man that's going to do whatever that woman tells him to do. Stay home and watch the kids while I go out. And make sure they in their pajamas and in the bed by the time I get home. Oh, take that trash out. Pick this up. Do this. Go to the store. Oh, I'm going out again tonight, so you got to watch the kids. That's a henpecked man. That man is going to do whatever that woman tells him to do. You know why? He's a henpecked because he has no backbone. I can't deal with a man without a backbone because the one thing for certain and two is for sure, I need a strong man because guess what? I ain't no little sister. And he going to be a big man. Y'all, that's just how it is. And I just don't understand it. And you know, I be on Facebook looking at how people talk about, they front so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm never going to be the side chick. Oh, I'm never going to be a chicken head. They don't know that I know you messing with a married man. But you just said on Facebook, I'm not going to be no side chick. Bam, you busted. Hey, you busted, but you weak. You are a weak woman because, see, a strong woman is not going to, I don't let my guards down. Y'all, I love when old guys call me up and say, you ready for us to start a relationship? Heck no. If you didn't want me then, why you want me now? So the reason why you want me now is probably because you're homeless and you need a roof over your head. Well, guess what? You won't lay that head under this roof. Nope, not today. Right. Yes. It happens every time. Every time. Me and this guy been trying to get together for 10 years. And in them 10 years, this little bastard went on off and got married. And then the marriage didn't work. And now he trying to want to come play house over here. Oh, no, honey. The cookie jar is closed, honey. The doors don't open. Hey! I don't play that. I'm telling y'all, I done been through some stuff. A lot of stuff. And I have learned to better myself. You've got to learn to better yourself because if you don't better yourself, the world is going to take over you. And you know where you're going to be at? In jail. And I already know one is for certain and two is for sure. I am not a place. Jail is not a place for me. It is not a place for me. Yes. Closed book, locked door, and key thrown away. I only know where the key is because I own the key. I make the rules. And that's what I be telling Alexis. I'm like, let me tell you something, little girl. And you better listen very carefully. I'm not your friend. I'm your mother first. And you're going to do what I tell you to do in this house. Because guess what? If you don't like the rules of this house, there's the door. Go let the world teach you. Because one is for certain and two is definitely for sure. You gonna come back knocking on this door. Ma, I guess I gotta live by your rules. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Shamira was the same way. Yes, you do. And me and my daughter, I'm still the parent, but I'm her best friend. And she's my best friend. Yep, my daughter, my 20, we are like this, y'all. I may not like her little boys, her little boy toys, because I know what I want. You always should want better. But this is her. We're like this. We like Bonnie and Clyde. And I think that's how it should be. Girls, some parents are going to hear this. Some people, they need, you're right. Some people do need to hear this because we as parents, we're here to teach our children so that when they grow up and they have children, they'll be able to teach their children. And that generation can, I cannot wait for to have another generation. Whoo, can you just imagine? Whoo-hoo! It probably will never be a dull moment. So, you know, that's why I have my reborn dolls. And I love my reborn dolls so much. They're packed away, but you know what? I'm thinking of putting the heavy one away and bringing back out just one of them. Just one, because, you know, they're so cuddly, and I like to hold and rock them. Oh, my gosh. And I like for them to sleep in my bed. Y'all don't understand. I have gotten this hobby is just... Yesterday when I was walking, I was like, okay, I can do this. I was like, all right, now I got to go buy another car seat. And so I can put her in the car and we can tally on home. Going to the stores. Because that's all my life consists of, y'all. I go to church now I go to church when I feel like it. Because I really don't like my church no more. I go to Walmart, BJ's, Costco's, home. I don't think I ever go to CVS or any one of those places. And I go to the bank. And that's it. I get all dressed and dolled up just to go to those places. I don't go to no clubs. I don't know where any is. I don't go to the bars. I haven't seen one since I've been here. So I just stay in the house. I mind my own business. When I see people out, I be happy for them. But where they go, I don't want to go. And that's another thing. I don't want to do something because someone like has pressured me into doing it. I want to do something because oh, my neck. Can y'all hear them cracking bones? Because I want to do it. And that's my motto. I'm no longer being a scapegoat, a gopher, whatever. Call it what it may. I'm all about me now. I am somebody. Well, someone gave me a new church to go to when I go to Sacramento. So I'm going to go. I'm really not down with the mega churches. Right. It's like I don't even have the desire to do that stuff. I'd rather go play bingo. Yeah, I'm 51. So I feel like no 51-year-old woman should be walking around in crop tops with your boobs hanging all down like that and everything hanging out and you got grandchildren. No. It's time to put that stuff away. But that's my opinion. It's time to put that stuff away. Now, yeah, you can still be all dancy fancy in a nice t-shirt, put some pearls or some necklaces on, throw on some leggings and some of your boots and keep it going. But all of this nastiness with all of this hanging out and that hanging out and you doing twerking in the street and you got grandchildren, no, that's disrespectful. That's what it is. That's disrespectful and that's nasty. That is nasty. I don't do that. I do not do that at all. I've been at my church land since I was born. And I am 51. I don't get recognized. I don't get no birthday cards. I don't even get a phone call to find out why I ain't been to church. But, oh, when I come to church, oh, hi, Sister So-and-so. Hi, Sister So-and-so. Don't speak to me with your phony selves. I can't do it. I just can't do it no more. So, and I take that back. This one lady, she does send me a text message. She was like, I miss you in church. I haven't even responded back to her yet. One day she said, your row was empty this week. Yeah, I don't like being phony in church. You know, I like to go to church and praise the Lord and, you know, have a good time and fellowship with the Lord and get a word from the Lord, because I need that word to get me through the next second. I need that word to get me through the next minute. Speak to my heart with the word. But sometimes when you're not getting that word in, and it's just so... I was like, some Sundays I'd be like, why did I waste this 25-mile drive? Now I got to waste another 25-mile drive going back home. For all that, I can stay home. And that's what I do. I stay home. Now, I might go Sunday. Might. I might go Sunday. So in order for me to go to church on Sunday, I'm going to have to stay in town on Saturday so that I can get up in the morning. So I might go hang out with my daughters. And we hang out and we have hotel time, because we have fun when we have hotel times. We have a lot of fun. So I'm going to see about doing that this weekend. Ask my daughter, hey, can you get a room? And we just hang out. Go get some good food and laugh and work out. I can't remember the last time I've been to a club. Shoots, y'all, I don't even know how to dance. I was in here the other day trying to dab, y'all. Alexis was like, Ma, what are you doing? But y'all, and then I like that song by Cardi B. Oh my gosh, what's the song? Something about she got her red bottoms on and she walk. Girl, I can't get the beat in my head, y'all. But when that song come on and I hear it, I be like, yeah, that's my song. Girl, yes. I have no rhythm. Y'all, they always say when I would dance on the dance floor, my body is moving, but my feet are not. I would just be doing this. Y'all, this my dance. Yeah. Whoa. Hey, that's what I would be doing. Because I don't know how to dance. Yup. I was like, And I don't like being on the dance floor and boys just walk up to you because you got a big butt and think they can dance with you. I turn around and be like, no, move. Not today. I like dancing by myself. That's how I like to dance. I'm like, But people don't understand this. I talked about this last night on the Halloween, my daughter's Halloween candy stuff. How you gonna jump off the bridge to kill yourself, but you killed the person whose car you fell on and now you're alive? Y'all, it's bad. Yeah, that's the song. That's the song. Girl, when I hear that song come on, and I be trying to sing it, girl, my kids be putting me on Snapchat all the time. They be like, my mom is really no rhythm. She be trying. I do be trying to, you know, get into, but I like her. I always liked Cardi B. I wish I could meet her because I love her so much. This girl has been through hell and high water. And guess what? She proved all of them wrong. They called her a hooker, a whore, whatever. But guess what? She's up there. And where them little naysayers at? Them naysayers looking like, ooh, I know her. Yeah, the naysayers. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I love it. I love that girl so much. I would just give her a great big hug. And I would tell her how I just love her so much. That girl she inspires a lot. A lot. I'm like, OMG. I love it. Well, my iPad has told me that you all need to go on life support. And I don't want y'all to go into cardiac arrest because that's not going to be good. So I'm going to come back at another time. Yeah, she is down to earth. She is. I wished I could go to one of her concerts. I really do. Because I want to meet her so much. Oh, maybe I need to tag her in this if she has YouTube. I'm sure she does. I'm going to tag Cardi B. I want to meet her. If she could even FaceTime me, oh my gosh, I probably would pass out. Do y'all hear me? I would pass out. I love her a lot. But thank you all so much for joining in today on my... You all have helped me with this anxiety I was having because now I'm back. I'm calmed down now. I know where I can come to now. I want to thank you all so much. I love you all equally, equally, equally. Yes, hit that notification bell to be notified. Yes, it's always a good time when I come on. I love coming. This is like my second hobby now. I love it so much. Oh my gracious, I love it so much. So I'm going to let y'all get some electricity because that's what it's telling me. So I'm going to close out this vlog, this live, with thank you so much for joining in. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, tell your friends. I am a cool, down-to-earth lady. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. My channel is about weight loss. I work out. I eat healthy. Oh, today is day 6 of my 7-day salad challenge. So I definitely got to go out because I got to figure out what kind of salad I'm going to have today. And I'm going to come back. So you all, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified. Give this video a thumbs up. And once this live is over, leave a comment. Hashtag 1 pound at a time. We're going to get this viral. Somehow, some way, we're going to get it viral. I need you all's help. After this live is done, I need you to hashtag 1 pound at a time. That would make me feel wonderful. I've got to get it out there. Hashtag 1 pound at a time. 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 Thank you all. I love you all equally. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.